Hello there, this is your vlog entry for the 13th of Friday, the 2012. Apparently, that date, Friday the 13th, is unlucky, but it wasn't really unlucky for you. It was a pretty boring day. It was just a normal day, really. You got up in the morning about 9:30. You did all the usual things like brush your teeth. Then you went down to Waterlooville and went in Costa Coffee. There was hardly anybody there, thankfully. There usually is, even at 9:30 on a Friday because of the market. And you had a can of a bottle of Pepsi you read the Daily Mirror. You got it for free because you had enough points on your what's it called um, card you have if you go there on a regular basis, loyalty card. So you got it for free, and you read the Mirror. Then you went down to Poppins to get something to eat because you couldn't get nothing to eat in the Chinese place, or run by that little Chinese woman. And you did something a bit silly when you went in Poppins, but then again, it's their fault because if they did things properly, you probably wouldn't have done it. You never paid for your meal. And that's because in Poppins, you don't go up to the counter and order say what you want, and you sit down and wait for it to come. You sit down and they come up to you and they ask you what you want, and you pay for it after you've had it. But that seems like a very outdated concept because it's just so easy just to walk out and not pay, and that's what you did. You've done it before. It's the second time you've done it. So you don't really know whether to go back there next week and pay for it or just don't go in there again for a while, like you did last time. When you came home, you went on the internet. You downloaded some songs from on iTunes. There's about three you downloaded from your own CD collection. I'm in Love with a German Film Star by the Passions, Drowning in Berlin by the Mobiles, and Hold Me Now by the Thompson Twins. And you also bought a song from iTunes called Left to My Own Devices by the Pet Shop Boys, which was a bloody hassle because you had to answer all these questions because they had some security thing, and the questions are really stupid, like what was your first car, and where was the place you and your partner first went. Well, most people who use YouTunes are young people who don't even own cars, and not everybody has a partner. So I mean, the only partner you had was in 1991, and I suppose you could have put Fort Park, but you couldn't even spell that, so I think you just made one up, or you used another question. You said another. I think it was where did your parents meet? Because you know that one, you could answer that one, but all the other questions you couldn't answer. Oh yeah, for best friends you put me, so i.e. yourself. After that, you played with Sandra for a bit. Then you had a shower, and you went on the computer and played on Club Pogo, i.e. something called Tripax. You listened to Pick of the Pops with the end of it, the last bit of it, which was 1980, which was being done by Tony Blackburn. And also, after that, you watched Prison Cell Block H and started drinking. Nola Mackenzie is going to start selling drugs, and they had a top production team in there making a documentary about the place. Wentworth Detention Centre, and after that, you just put a shopping channel on and started drinking, and that was that. And that was the end of the day, basically.